All right. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Jamie here with my dude McDonald.
What up? What up?
Two dope dudes, and we just gonna kick it. Just talk about everything. We want your comments, your feedback, or whatever you got, so that
Right.
so that we can.
What's good, everybody?
What's good, McDonald?
What's popping? What's popping? I'm trying to see if I can get this shared on my page.
All right.
So everybody out there in quarantine world can get a glimpse. Give me a second. Let me see if I can add this really quick, and we can go ahead and get started.
What's good?
Volume down. All right. Here we go. Got a watch party going.
Yeah. So we live on Facebook. We live on YouTube. We live on Raise Your Voice, and we live on McDonald's page. So my dude, man, how you doing with this cabin fever?
I tried to sneak out the house a few times, but I got caught. Let me go.
Yo, man, it's nuts, man. I mean, man. So for people like me, real talk, this is cool because I'm an introvert.
Right.
So I love staying at home, man. So I'm okay with that.
I'm good with it too, but I think I like to do it on my own terms, right? Like I don't want to be forced to be, to stay indoors. But it's gotten real though. I'm on a few threads, man, and a few people have been telling me people that they actually know have lost people to the COVID-19, to coronavirus. So I think from that perspective, I'm just kind of like, yo, is it really worth, going to the store to pick up this one item, or can I just do without it, right?
Yeah, nah, man, it's for real. Cause like, real talk is people not taking it as seriously as they need to. Like that's my problem. Like cats is out here and they still. I saw a picture of spring breakers in Miami grinding and twerking on each other.
Yo, I was just about to tell you, I don't think Miami really cares. I'm from Miami, and I can tell you right now, there's a lot of people still not taking it seriously, though. I think no one really takes it seriously until something happens where it hits close to home. But I think something has to happen for people to really know that this is real. I saw a few messages. A few people sent me some messages on Instagram and on Facebook about people like nurses that's working on the front line that really like see this stuff up front. And I remember when it first started, people were saying like, no black person got it. So so we're home safe and we're good. Right. But then I saw one nurse basically said she hadn't seen a person that's not of color yet that's come into the hospital for either treatment or someone that's died. Everybody that she's seen so far has been black. And I don't know how true that is, but even if, like, I'm not trying to take no chance. And it's wild because it's people our age too.
Yeah, man. So like I had this conversation the other day, and it's crazy you said that. And I was talking about how like coronavirus on top of all the other complications that not just humans have, but just black folk have. So you put coronavirus on top of hypertension, on top of high cholesterol, on top of all of this, the stress and the trauma that we have living in black communities, and we don't have the infrastructure, man. It's a double whammy. Yo, people out there, digi-disciples, whatever you call yourself, stay home, yo. There's enough Netflix movies to keep you entertained for a good while.
Yeah, it's a crazy new normal, man. Like I've been doing, video conferences for work, and it's just weird to see my coworkers online as opposed to being in a room with them because we have meetings and it's usually in person. But for the next, I don't know, maybe month or so, this will probably be what we experience. So I'm not necessarily mad at it. I think that we've here in the U.S. been kind of skating for a while, not really having to feel things that, third world countries, even some regular countries have felt, and I'm not saying that we deserve it. I'm just saying that this is a wake up call for real. So, yeah.
Yeah, man. I see artists, man. What's good, artists? Good to see you, dude. What's up, Theo? What's up, Carrie? Oh, Carrie looking in the next room. What's up, Carrie? Artist said, yo, he was like, man, we ain't going to take it serious here in Florida until our friends start dying.
I don't know about that. Like, even if someone's like, 5 people removed from me, 5 persons removed from me, I'm going to take it seriously. Like that's because the numbers that I've seen so far is crazy. We've surpassed Italy. And that's the cases that that we know of. That's not even, the numbers that have not even, like, the average person that hadn't gotten tested that may not feel any symptoms. That's not even counting that. So my assumption is the numbers are much higher than that.
Yeah, the numbers are gonna be high, man. Once they keep doing more testing, and once people stop, if they start staying home and they keep going out, because how they're talking about, man, this thing is just like, it's so potent. Like you could catch it. Like, so with a flu, you could be in the presence of somebody with the flu, but with coronavirus, man,
Yeah.
off, man, it lives on the surface. Thing is like its own animal or something.
And if you think about it, we're like really sociable people, like where we're touchy-feely already, right? So if the ways that it can be contracted are true, then that means that up to this point, before people even knew about it, like I think that there were, like, was it Mardi Gras going on in New Orleans like not too long ago? You had concerts, you have church events, you have just everyday interaction with people. You imagine, I'm pretty sure the numbers are much wilder than they're being reported right now. And then on top of that, the not having a widespread enough tests to even give, and that brings me to another point, right? So my wife and I were talking about this not too long ago about celebrities and all these famous people all of a sudden popping up saying, yo, I got tested and, I'm either positive or I'm negative or whatever. But I'm thinking to myself, the average person hadn't been able to get tested. A lot of people like us have been turned away because, I don't know, maybe they're reserved for the rich. I don't know. I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist, but at the same time though, like, why is it that the average person doesn't have access to that?
Yeah, you ain't no conspiracy theorist. That's a proven fact, yo. The more money you got, the more access, So, it's unfortunate, man. And it's somebody brought it up, man. Our infrastructure and our healthcare system is really broken.
Yeah.
To the point where the people that need to be tested can't be tested, like they need to, and it's sad though, because like, man, the people that's, we got the older people, the seniors that are vulnerable. Right. And then you got like the people in poor communities that don't have adequate hospitals, that don't have all the things that another zip code would have. They're the ones that's going to fall victim to this. And I kind of go back to like the 46-1, Agent Orange, our toddler in chief. Like, we didn't take it seriously when it was when China sounded the alarm, and now so we're seeing the byproduct of just what's happening and what's going on, man. And it's real. I mean, it's really real. Like they were saying, like black people didn't take it seriously until they shut down the NBA. That's hey, this thing for real.
Right. You know what I'm curious about? Like how long ago did they know that this was a thing? More than just, actually seeing real impact as far as people dying from it. I want to know, how long did the government know that this was really a threat? Because if they knew and they didn't say anything about it, and it's like they're being reactionary as opposed to being proactive, I think that a lot of lives could have been saved. And I'm still even hearing about places like New York or just every place. Like I heard Michigan just finally got approved for like emergency funding for this. And New York still don't have all the ventilator machines that they need. And we're not even in the healthcare space, so we don't really know what's really going on. So if you go in just to get tested, or if you actually happen to get kept at the hospital, or you become an inpatient, person, then chances are you probably don't have access to the machines or the equipment that you need to be treated anyway.
Yeah.
You really getting checked in to kind of count your days, really.
Yeah. I mean, Dr. Brown, she just said as a personal care provider, she only got 5 tests. And that's crazy. And I can imagine she has much more patients than that. So he has to send a lot of people home. So you kind of got to go through, is your temperature rising? Do you have trouble breathing?
Right.
And the other thing too that they said is that there are a lot of folk out there who don't have symptoms and walking around with it.
Right. Like I think I saw a video from Idris Elba, and he was saying, he was on set shooting a movie, and I guess he had come in contact with someone, but even when he went and got tested, just because he was notified that he was around someone that had the virus, he didn't have any symptoms, and he still was saying that he didn't have any symptoms until like way later on. So there's no telling, like, you know, people that were still traveling, people that were still out and about. There's like no telling like exactly what type of exposure all of us probably have. So somebody even said something wild that I heard, that when this whole thing is over, that everyone will have some version of it. We'll have some version of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The scary thing about viruses too, man, is that they have the ability to morph into something else.
Yeah.
So, man, we don't even know what's down the road, bro. Like, I mean, man, I know that there have been other like plagues or pandemics,
right?
But I haven't been alive to pretty much witness something like this. So I know AIDS, AIDS
right.
has killed and is still killing more people than coronavirus has. But
cigarettes too.
Yeah, cigarettes. That's right. But
right.
I can't remember us or the government saying stay in your house because you can catch HIV,
right.
Something like that. So
I got a question though. This is probably for everybody out there. Like, have you ever gotten a flu shot?
Nope. I'm black, yo. I don't believe in they trying to inject me with something. They always testing and putting stuff on black folk. I never got the flu shot though.
I've gotten the flu before, but I've never gotten the shot, which is weird to me because I'm pretty sure. And again, this is the conspiracy theorist person in me that's thinking like, you create a big of a threat or a fear, and then Big Pharma magically comes out with a shot that ends up being kind of the magic potion for it, right? And then everybody rush out to get it. Let's say it's, I don't know, $100 per person, even with insurance, right? And you multiply that by the number of people that will probably have exposure, or they say in order to prevent it, you need to get it. That's big business.
Yeah, that's super big business, man. So, and that's how the pharmaceuticals make their money, man, pump out more of these vaccines, get people to take it. But I already know, man, I mean, I'm gonna speak for myself as a black man and as living in America and the history. You see, Artist Rollins began his flu shot, but he a big dude. But I be like, yo, man, I don't trust it. I don't believe it. They gonna kill me, man. It's like something in me. But I'm also a believer in this, man. So I believe in medicine. I think medicine is important. I believe in doctors, but I also believe that if you take care of yourself and you eat right and you just do certain things, you can prevent like a lot of stuff from falling upon you. Now, if something does happen, I'll be the first one. Be like, yo, go down to the doctor, go get checked to make sure you're okay. And whatever medication your doctor recommends, consider it is for your health and for your life. Like I can't see a doctor giving people medication to kill them. Like that would be bad on your record.
You got to also look at it from the pharmaceutical companies' standpoint. They've been doing this much longer than we've been alive, right? So they're not incentivized to cure. There's no incentive to cure. If they had a cure, they'd be out of business, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have an incentive to put something out there that's necessarily going to get rid of any sickness per se. They have incentive to continue to that's why you don't ever see natural medicine being on the racks at the store. You will never see that like widely spread. And that's why like a Dr. Sebi, somebody like that was pushing natural medicine, he wasn't too popular.
Right.
So I don't think that there's a real incentive for people to really for those companies to put stuff out there that's really gonna get people healthy for real.
Yeah, it's like Raid coming up with a spray that kills all roaches. they just trying to flood the market in the projects. They not trying. We're gonna kill some of the roaches, but if we kill all of them, we put ourselves out of business.
Hey, the stuff that they spray, man, the roaches come back like much more like super thug.
They be flying, yo. I didn't know, man, roaches could fly, yo. I saw that when I was out here, man.
I don't know about flying, but they definitely move faster than they used to.
That's big facts, yo. So, dude, yo, so you quarantined, we quarantined, everybody watching this is quarantined. What's on your playlist, yo? What's keeping you in the midst of all of this?
Man, you know what? I've been going back and forth. So I listen to a variety of music, and but before the quarantine hit, my man, I kind of knew about them. I heard their name for a while, but a friend of mine, Doug Franklin, and another friend of mine, Darren Sessoms, they've been on like Griselda, like crazy. And I've been like, I had to go back and listen to like their old stuff because I wasn't familiar. So I had to put that on my playlist. So I've been banging that heavy. But I also listen to like 80s, 70s, R&B. I listen to some classical. I even listen to some rock and roll. I listen to everything really because I'm a musician. But I listen to some of the new stuff too. Like I don't knock some of the new stuff. I'm not necessarily mad at it. It's not necessarily my cup of tea per se. But I mean, I at least listen to it once just to get a feel for what's out there.
Yeah, I tried with the new stuff. Like my thing is, if your name got a young or a little in front of it, I'm too grown, yo.
No, listen, I'll put you on though. But I actually mess with Lil Baby and Baby.
Okay.
And the Baby.
Yeah. So help me understand.
So you may not necessarily like the vibe or what they're talking about, but like if you really pay attention to what they're saying, they're actually saying something. Like it may not necessarily be in a language that we would vibe with, but like if you really bust it down and listen to it, like a lot of their stuff I actually like.
Yeah, I just got tired of the whole like coming for you, gotta find mine. Just like that. So you got Lil Baby, you got the Baby, and you got Baby, right? So baby from
Cash Money. Yeah. But but I listen to some of the new stuff, but I'm still stuck on like, 90s, even like some 2000s. But I listen to a lot of Ross though. I listen to a lot of Rick Ross. I listen to obviously anything Hove put out.
Right.
I listen to a variety of stuff, but really, I mean, there's like core music that I listen to, and then there's stuff that I'll experiment with.
Right.
Like there's stuff that may not make the playlist that I will play, but then after a while, I kind of like, if I can't listen to a full album, or if I can't listen to an album more than once, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Like I played the last Ross album for probably, I'd say maybe like 6 months straight.
Wow.
Like straight.
I heard Port of Miami is a classic. Like
it is.
Like hands down, like nothing touching Port of Miami.
It is. So listen, right? So I think people had it misconstrued because when you think of Miami music, you think of bass, you think of booty music, you think of dance music, right?
Or like 8-Ball, MJG.
But you think about like a person like Ross, he's actually penned like songs for like some up north rappers and down south rappers, and he's been doing that for a while. So I feel like he can pretty much like play with in the arena with just about anybody. I mean, I listen to Kendrick, I listen to obviously Cole, I listen to J Rock, I listen to Dave East, I listen to a wide variety of stuff. So I mean, I got my Tidal subscription, so basically everything's at my so yeah.
Yo, them music subscriptions have been the greatest thing ever created, yo.
Right.
I don't know if it's good for the artists,
but not necessarily, I guess, I don't want to call it a letdown.
Yeah.
But I think the anticipation was so high for Jay Electronica's album that when it did drop, I kind of felt like, this is probably something I could have really enjoyed back in 2013, 14, even 15. Yeah. But I feel like the hype around it was so. It reminded me of who's an artist that pumped Fake a whole lot.
Man, Pump Faked a lot. You talking about like was hot with the singles, and then when the album dropped, we were just like,
yeah, like
I mean, you got a few of them, man, right? So like, Waka Flocka, remember he was killing it for a minute. His album was a dud. You had even Wiz Khalifa. Remember how you had Wiz Khalifa was killing it for a minute, but his album was a dud. At least in my opinion.
A lot of those artists are single driven. Like I don't think that they're looking at the body of work, because a lot of those guys came out during the streaming era. So streaming was basically if you have one song that gets 1 billion hits, you know what I mean, then you can eat. Versus someone that has like a full body. Like back in the day, you had to have like a full body of work though.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sure there's plenty. I just can't think of. Maybe somebody out there might could think of somebody who had a few singles. But I'm with you with the Jay Electronica, yo. Like, I mean, man, I remember listening to Jay Electronica songs in 2016, 2017, bars for days, yo. And then, man, you know, finally he was messing with the Rothschild out there with the billionaire. He just didn't want to put out no album. Then he comes out with the album, and then it's heavily featuring Jay-Z. And Jay-Z's like this ghost on the album because you don't even see it. And heavily featuring Jay-Z. And I'm just like, dude, man, we know you got bars. We know you can rap. But why'd you have to wait so long to just – and then drop it surprisingly. Like just dropped it and left it, yo.
Right. Do you feel like he was lazy as far as like his flows of at least what the expectation was around that?
Yeah, for me, I felt like it was kind of lazy. I thought the production was kind of lazy too. Something about the beats I just wasn't feeling. I like the bars, to be honest. Not all of the beats really like hit me like I could keep going back. Like I think if he had used like No ID,
right,
Boy, or one of those dudes, then it would have been that. But I mean, I listened to it. I'm not gonna say like I don't listen to it, but it's just I think it would have hit if he had dropped it maybe 2 years ago. I mean, Kendrick done released like 3 albums. J. Cole did like 4 albums.
All of them were fire.
Yeah, Logic dropped like 4 albums in between.
Now Logic is trash to me. Logic is trash. And let me tell you why.
All right, go ahead.
I'll tell you why. So I think people get rapping fast conflated with dope.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Like, and I'm not saying that he's not saying anything worth listening to. I just don't feel like he's in the space of a Cole or a Kendrick to me.
Yeah. So I think Logic's first album was dope, Under Pressure.
Yeah.
I don't think the other albums were dope either. The other albums, I don't like, see, the thing with me, man, is like, I'm cool with artists switching up their styles, but not too much. Like when they start shifting, stick to what you do well. Like I think that's why Jay and Nas have so much longevity, because you don't really see them switching their flow up or their style in their content. Even though they might switch a little bit, it'll still be dope, but they still are pretty consistent across the board. Nas started switching it up when he was doing Nasty to Nas to Esca to Nas to Nas. He went through that whack phase.
Right. But you know what? I think with those guys, though, I think what ultimately works is they're not trying to get new fans. Either you love their stuff or you don't.
Right.
And I think people are drawn to authenticity. I think when you start trying to come up with a flow that's appealing to what's now, or trying to keep up with the times as opposed to having people, like if you get on a song with Jay, he's not trying to adjust to you.
Right. You got to adjust to Jay.
Right. Yeah. So for me, I think when people, like, I don't mind if you come up with a style, and I may not necessarily feel it, but at the same time, I respect it because that's your lane and you're not trying to get in anybody else's lane.
Right.
You got people that come up with something and it works, and then you start shifting. Like, I'll give you an example of someone that I actually absolutely love. And I think if he sticks to what he does well, longevity, Wale.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The crazy thing is he overly criticizes his work, and he never feel like he gets his just due. But I'm like, yo, every album he's ever dropped, at least to me, I can bang out the entire album.
Yeah. I think Cole called him out on that False Prophet song.
Yeah.
Like, yo, man, you got your fans, just rock with them, yo.
Dude, he's trying to, he's trying his best to keep up with the times, but he's already dope.
Yeah.
He's already nice. Like I don't see the benefit. I don't see the benefit in him trying to adjust to like these new cats at all.
Yeah. I don't see the benefit in nobody really trying to adjust because it's not you. You know what I'm saying? It's like be you, be what, because obviously you got your foot in the door because people liked what they saw you had in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And then like when you get in the door, then you trying to be like Lil Pump or you know all these other dudes out here. It
Right.
just don't match you. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like it's like you start wearing like some wide leg suit pants and 8-button suits. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look crazy. People like, yo, this is not the dude that I do, man.
So I got a question for you, and I'll give you mine, but I'll let you go first.
Yeah.
You know, every time you talk hip hop, you got to get into like the top 5 all time of who you think is your top 5. So I won't ask you what's on your playlist, but I'll ask you just overall, like who is your top 5? Like if you had to have a dream team, who's on your dream team?
Oh man. All right, man. Well, you obviously know Big is gonna be there.
Right.
Jay is gonna be there.
Uh-huh.
Nas is gonna be there.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna do 5, and I'm gonna do an honorable mention. If that's
because no. Let me tell you why you can't do that, because I want you to stick to who you like and who you love, because this is not about creating controversy in it. Like I want you to just stick to what you like, and that's it. Everybody you get a mention.
So I give you Big, I give you Jay, I gave you Nas. I'm gonna do Kendrick, and then so I'm thinking about I feel like I don't want to put Cole there, but I feel like there's somebody that's older than Cole that I would put in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, if I'm looking for MCs, I mean, all right, I'm gonna throw Cole in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw Cole in there, J. Cole.
So that's your 5. So Big, Jay, Nas, Kendrick, and Cole.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's a more recent, and you also see, man. Well, Kendrick is West Coast, but I know there's other artists. I know if you mention, I'm gonna be like, yeah, all right.
Mm-hmm. So my approach is more so like I'm into storytelling, like so rappers that are really good at putting together like stories you can literally follow, you know, from point A to point B, kind of where they're going with their thought process. Or somebody that makes me go back and listen to that again and be like, what did he just say?
Yeah.
So I'm going to start off old school. And this is not necessarily in any particular order, but these are my top 5. Slick Rick. Number 1 storyteller I think there has ever been. Slick Rick.
Yeah.
I'll say Cool G Rap.
Okay.
I would switch him out for Kane, but I'll say Cool G Rap.
Okay. All right.
Big. Oh, and I'll say Nas.
Okay. I like your top 5. I'll let
you expand it to 10.
Oh man. Well, if you expand it to 10, then Most Def, man. Okay. If you talk about storytellers, Most Def.
Yeah.
One of the sickest. Rakim. There would be no Nas if there wasn't no Rakim.
Yeah.
And then I would have to throw your dude in there. Dad, why is his name slipping my tongue? Jada.
Jada's nice now.
Jada is real sick. And then, Fab is nice too. Mm-hmm. But Fab kind of like switches back and forth for me and stuff like that. But Fab and Jadakiss got bars for days. Even though their album was a dud, mm-hmm. Like I was like, yo, what happened with that album? Mm-hmm. But Fab and Jadakiss got duds, man. So, all right. So we did, all right, you do your 10, and then I'm going to switch it to groups. Who are your top rap groups?
Okay. So I'll throw Rakim in there.
Yeah.
I'll throw in Royce the 5'9".
Facts.
Royce is in there for me. I'll throw in Buster. I like Buster just because he remained consistent. Like he's
Yeah.
never switched up. Like he remained consistent and he's nice.
Right.
I'll throw man. Scarface.
True. Somebody mentioned Scarface.
I'll put Scarface in there. I'm gonna throw Ross in there.
Okay.
That's 4 more. So that's 4.
That's
and
4.
I'll throw yeah, these new cats are not on the level yet. Not yet.
No, they don't know how to tell stories, yo. They don't. They don't know how to put words and.
I'll throw. So this guy is not even like mainstream, but he's released albums and a lot of people don't really know about him.
Yeah,
I'll say Skyzoo for me.
Okay, all right. Skyzoo is dope.
I think before we get to groups, I think we should say who's overrated. I think that this will probably make the timeline go crazy because I got a few.
Yeah. So I believe in. So let's save that. But I believe in gender equality, and I've played myself, and I didn't throw no sisters in there.
But before you do that though, but they gotta be nice though. They gotta be. It can't just be because you want to throw them in there. They gotta be nice.
Rhapsody is sick.
Yep.
Rhapsody is sick. This other girl, this new girl that's out there killing it. Leleke 47.
I hadn't heard her.
Oh man, she's an animal, man.
Word?
Yeah, she's sick. She's sick. If I'm gonna go old school, my favorite old school female rapper is MC Light and Moni Love. I don't know if you remember. Oh yeah,
Moni Love.
Yeah. She had one hit. Moni Love had that one hit. Yeah. I mean, Eve was holding it down though. So all right, Eve or Foxy?
I'll say Fox.
Okay, yeah, Fox did have those hot bars in the firm.
Yeah, I'll say Fox. So my 5 is I gotta put Kim in there.
Okay.
Fox. I'll put Rhapsody in there for sure. I toy with Lauren. I don't know if I really consider Lauren a rapper though.
Lauren was in a class of herself, man. Like she can rap, she can sing.
But I don't feel like I have enough material from her to really judge her skill set though.
I mean, Lost Ones, that's one hot track. She had a few bars on her Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album.
Somebody said Jean Grey. I almost forgot. I will throw Jean Grey in there.
Yeah, that's a real hip hop head. Who said Jean Grey?
That's the guy that put me on the Griselda. He put me on the Griselda.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Man, yo, they hitting us with so many.
I see him. I'll say.
I rock rough and tough.
I'll say Rage.
You thought
Rage didn't have a lot of material though.
She did. All she had was rough and tough, and I was never feeling that bar when she was like, "I hit you with the you can." Like I was like, but you know.
But they were animated back then though.
But you know what? Also too, you got to remember, like New Yorkers, we were real biased against anybody else rapping. Right. I'm sure if we have this conversation with some other cats, they're gonna throw in Mia X.
Mia X was dope though.
They're gonna throw in who else was killing it in the South around that time? Somebody might throw in Trina.
Trina's definitely dope.
Yeah, they might throw in what was that group? Nuck, if you Bahamadia. That somebody else.
Yeah. Bahamadia.
Yeah.
Sure.
And you remember what was that track? Nuck if you buck. Nuck if you buck.
They're trash. No. We're not even I want to let you. I'm not even going to finish that phrase. They're trash. Nah. That
joint made it to New York, yo. Cats if you buck.
But they're trash. Nah.
Yeah. Yo, I was never a Nicki Minaj fan.
I wasn't a fan per se, but I still feel like you can't you can't deny her abilities though. Like you may not necessarily like her songs, but you gotta give props to her abilities though, because she's held her weight with I think what solidified her for me was Monster.
Yeah, she killed Monster.
I think she killed everybody on that track.
Yeah, because she was the last one, and the Roman Polanski track. But you know what? I guess, man, personally, I wasn't feeling Nicki because there would be no Nicki without Lil' Kim.
But is it about paying homage or is it about pure skills though? Like I think I get conflicted with like people saying you got to pay homage in order to be like, I don't need the torch passed to me. If I'm nice, I'm taking that torch.
Yeah,
whether you allow me in the arena or not.
Yeah, I feel you. So I mean, for me, man, it was just that I just didn't like. So I didn't really like her songs, to be honest. Like,
okay,
I didn't like her songs, and so this is it. I didn't really like her songs, and then on top of that, I didn't like the fact that she didn't even have to pay homage to Lil' Kim.
Mm-hmm.
She could have just been like, "Yo, respect to the OGs."
But I think she did that. Though. But I think she did that.
And you think Kim came after her? Or you know what?
I think I feel. I mean, I don't know the inner politics about all that. Quite frankly, I don't think that deeply of it. But I just think like people got too caught up in the whole "you got to pay homage" thing, so they kind of blackballed her.
Yeah, but then
that I would actually put on that list that I didn't think of. Did she ever drop? She dropped a mixtape. I don't know if she dropped the album ever, but she was nice. Lola Monroe. And Detroit, I believe. Yeah, somebody just said Cash Doll. I think she's from Detroit or somewhere up north. Or Chicago. She's nice.
I thought this was funny. Somebody, artist said,
Rod Digger.
Uncle.
Did she ever release an album?
Rod Digger?
Did she ever release an album?
She had to, because she was on Flip Mode. She had to release an album.
She was on the Flip Mode album, but I remember her having like an album though.
But she was nice though. She was nice. She had bars.
Yeah, she was nice.
Yeah.
All right, get to these overrated. I want to get to these overrated so I can see the hate emojis coming up.
All right, man. So go with your overrated. You don't want to do groups, or you want to go overrated now?
You can do groups afterwards. You can do groups, but let's do overrated. So my number one overrated of all time, because no one still can quote me a quotable.
Yeah.
Like something that just makes you go, man, that was dope.
Yeah.
I think Pac was trash.
Oh, dun dun dun.
I think he was. I liked his songs. I'm not saying I didn't like his songs, but I'm not putting him up there as far as like bars or spitters.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think he was a bar spitter type of rapper. I think he was a content rapper. He had some conscious songs that were like really dope in content that will always be classics. Like for me, Changes. Mm-hmm. That's always gonna be like a classic for me. Brenda's Got a Baby.
Yeah,
Keep Your Head Up. But I agree with you. Like, you know, I think what sold Tupac was his raw personality.
Yeah, the sensationalization of all of that. Like, look, I liked every album he has ever released. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's trash in the sense of like I wouldn't listen to his music, but as far as like putting him in the same conversation as some of the greats that I talked about, for me personally, I think he's overrated. And I'll give you another one that I think's overrated, and he falls into the category of Logic to me, and not because he's a white rapper, but in terms of whether I think his bars are anything that blows my mind. I say M. M is he's cool to me, but he's not nice to me. I think Royce 5'9" is better than M.
Yeah, you tired of hearing Eminem talk about killing his mother, girlfriend, and
how many people you gonna put in that trunk, bro?
Yeah, I get it, man. I get it. I mean, I think like the only Eminem album I've listened to was his first one.
Now I'm not gonna front. I listen to all his music because I'm always, because of the hype around him, I've always wanted to like, okay, let me hear more from him to see if he convinces me otherwise. And then every time he releases something, I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just always felt like Royce was the nicest out that group to me.
Yeah, yeah, because you're just looking at lyricism, like, and just like content.
Right. I think some people look at it from the standpoint of impact, right? I think
Right.
if you talk about impact, I would say Pac is probably number one.
Right.
Impact.
Right.
When you talk about like lyrics, like you can like go toe to toe with whoever. Like for me, like purist hip hop, that's
Yeah.
how I look at it. I'm not looking at it from the lens of
Yeah. Now,
did this album sell 100
Yeah.
million or not? Like I'm not looking at it like that.
yeah. Now the thing with M though, you don't want to battle M because M will.
He rapping fast. He ain't singing nothing. I know some battle rappers that will eat him alive.
Yeah, if he was to go into the real battle rap.
You saw what happened with Joe Budden, and I think Joe Budden's nice, and he got torn apart.
Yeah.
He got torn apart.
He sure did.
Right.
Yeah, I'm on the fence with M. I'm not like the kind to like go and I guess I have to probably say I'm agreeing with you. I don't go and buy Eminem albums or listen to Eminem. Like if I'm running out the house and I gotta save a few albums, or or like I'm running out of space on my phone or something, Eminem's not gonna be one of them albums I'm gonna be like, I'm saving.
Yo, I actually probably would revise the nice list, and I see somebody mention somebody that I should have probably considered in like top 10. West, I would say.
All right, before you go, I will give props to this statement by Ryan Sharp. Eminem was a beast on Renegade, but that was early Eminem.
Right.
Yeah, that was early. That was new Eminem.
Right, but like, how many other songs I mean, yes, he was rapping fast on everything. And rapping fast to me is not necessarily impressive. Because if you talk about rapping fast, you got to throw Bone, Twista Harmony, you got to throw Twista in there too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me, that's not really, I don't know, that's not really impressive to me.
Yeah. All right, man. What were you saying? You said something and I cut you off, man. You said an overrated rapper or a top rapper?
Oh, I was going to say Cube. You got to throw Cube in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
America's Most Wanted.
To me, every album Cube has ever released to me has always been like above the rest to me.
Yeah, Today Was a Good Day. One of my favorite tracks by him. And then Check Yourself Before You Wreck Yourself. Man, I still tell people that. They try to roll up on me. Be like, yo, check yourself before you wreck yourself, fam.
Yeah. So groups. I got a few.
All right. So all right, we could go toe to toe. So
all right.
EPMD.
Okay, I can see that. I'll say MOP.
Outcast.
All right, so y'all may not like me after this, right?
Oh, you're not gonna throw Outkast?
No. I love Outkast. but I like them as individuals better. Like I like Boy on his own better, and I like Andre on his own better. Don't get me wrong. I think that their albums together are dope.
Yeah.
I like them separately.
Okay. Yeah. Love. What was that Speaker Box album? That was a dope album because they both did their individual albums. I think their first album was pretty dope because Andre wasn't really on that. He didn't float to that weird tip yet. He was still like similar to
Yo, Aaron, my boy Aaron is like throwing all the ones I want to throw out there. So the next one I was gonna say is Tribe for sure.
Oh, of course. Tribe is always there.
Yeah.
Somebody threw out Black Star.
Black Star's dope.
Yeah. I want that Black Star reunion album.
But I'm gonna tell you who gave me that feeling though, and I'm from the South, so I gotta put these guys in there. UGK for sure.
Okay. New York didn't get introduced to UGK till Jay-Z did Big Pimpin'.
But they've been around long before that. Like long before that.
What's that song? Riding Wood Grain? Oh man, they got one track that's I forgot what it's called. Riding on Wood Grain or something like that. Big Wheels or something like that. But UGK, Bun B is still one of my favorite people in hip hop overall. I just think Bun is just a dope dude, man.
Yeah, I got another one. 8 Ball and MJG.
Yeah, man. I'm from New York, man. I know that was Bad Boy South. It ain't get past the Mason-Dixon line.
Oh, word.
It didn't make it up there. But cats always tell me, yo, 8 Ball and MJG. Yo, I got my boy Jeremiah Loveday, man. He throwing out all them old school East
Yo.
rappers. He got on Boot Camp Click, Das Effects.
Did he say hieroglyphics?
Oh, yo, you know what? Hieroglyphics. I'm gonna give a shout out to Hieroglyphics. Hieroglyphics they had one album and they were like graffiti artists. And I think their album was something about the underground. Ryan Sharp, help me out. But they had one hot track. Hieroglyphics is equivalent to you know that group that did This Is How We Chill from 93 till This Is How. They had one hit. They were dope, and then we ain't seen from them again.
Right.
I don't know where Hieroglyphics is at right now. They are working at Walmart or something. But there you go.
Boot Camp Click.
Yeah.
But then Boot Camp Click had Smith and Wesson, Sean P,
OGK.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yeah. They were like Wu-Tang before Wu-Tang.
Right. But you got to throw Wu-Tang in the conversation too, for sure.
Yeah. Wu-Tang is nuts.
Yeah.
Somebody said Onyx, yo. Remember Onyx?
Yeah, I used to like Onyx back in the day.
Yeah, violent.
I like. Somebody said De La Soul, for sure. De La Soul.
Oh yeah, props to the whole native tongue movement, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got to throw Locks in there for sure.
Yeah, Locks, and we could probably leave out Chic Luch.
Really? Luch though.
I never was really feeling Chic Luch. I felt like he was always the weakest link.
I mean, yeah, if you compare him to Jada and Styles, for sure. But I mean, he's still nice though.
Yeah, he's still nice. I thought Jada was writing his bars, or Styles was writing his bars.
Yeah. Nah. Okay. Somebody else says Far Side.
Okay. Honorable mention.
Salt and Pepper.
Okay. The sisters.
Fushnickens.
Yeah. Fushnick. That was one of the original fast rappers right there.
Fushnickens, yep.
Yo,
you got to put Mobb Deep in there.
You got Shook Ones. You're not a crook, son. Yo, nobody said Naughty by Nature?
Trash. They had that one song, boom, 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 boom.
Hip hop hooray. Oh, hey.
Whoa, somebody put Third Eye Vision.
I don't know Third Eye Vision.
Is that 8-Ball MJ? Whose album is that, Doug? You got to put me on.
Okay. All right. So somebody threw something out there, and this is what I'm going to the next topic. Most slept on rappers or underrated rappers. And I would say an underrated rapper, in my opinion, that needs to be honored, that needs to be mentioned more in conversations is Redman.
For sure.
Redman was a monster.
Yo, me and my brother, right? So again, imagine being in Miami and being only two cats with the backpacks on, with the pick in the hair, with the whiteout graffiti on the backpacks.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, listening to Red and Meth and all that stuff. Yo, Redman was always, like, to me, up there. Somebody else, I would say Sean P. Yeah,
Sean P. of Helter Skelter. That's right. Sean P. was there. But, you know, man, going back to Redman, Eminem stole his whole style, yo.
How you feel?
The whole different characters. Eminem will say Redman is his favorite rapper. Redman is the best rapper that he's heard. The whole different characters and styles and stuff. But yeah, Sean P. was absolutely underrated. I think Jada Kiss is underrated.
I think Fab is underrated.
Me too. I think Fab is underrated.
Yeah.
Somebody put on Bone Thugs, one of the rap groups. Yeah. I mean, I rock with it.
You're not seeing the bone.
Bone, bone. Wake up is the
we're going heavy down south.
Yo, Impact though. Impact, I can't front on them though.
Yeah, for sure.
And they came through on that. Is Bone in Biggie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they came through. All right, Shayla, I'll rock with you. Bone Thugs.
Somebody said Cool G Rap was underrated. I don't think he's underrated. I thought because a lot of rappers will tell you like they got their style from like Cool G Rap.
Yeah, he's respected. I think maybe we just don't talk about him as much as we should. But yo, man, you Ill Street Blues, G-Rap is that dude. Nas will tell you he's that dude. Jay-Z will tell you he's that dude.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows about hip hop knows G-Rap is that dude.
You know who else is underrated? And they're from the West Coast. Ras Kass.
Yes.
Ras Kass.
Because Ras Kass had like an East Coast flow. That's why I'm right.
Oh, so you biased. Okay.
Yo, all right. So let me hit you with this. All right, go ahead, because I'm gonna hit you with something that's gonna get that's probably gonna make people mad, but I think they're gonna agree with me.
I want to revise my list. I totally forgot, and this is my apologies. Black Thought gotta be in the top 10.
Yeah, somebody had threw up Black Thought, man. Yeah, absolutely. And in groups, the Roots have to be in there too.
For sure. Yeah.
First hip hop group to use a live band, yo. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Roots. Yo, let me tell you one song that I hated so much, yo. Mm-hmm. Regulators. Warren G.
What? You weren't down with the Regulators?
Fam, I hated that song, yo. I used to be like, yo, what thug is gonna rap? They took my watch, they took my Rolex. I looked at them and said, damn, what's next?
If you're on the West Coast, anybody can get robbed. Trust me. It don't matter. You could be the hey, listen, it doesn't matter who you are, you can't get touched.
Yo, I used to hate that song. And they were playing that joint in New York over and over. This is when like the bad boy Death Row beef didn't really start, but it was stirring up.
Yeah.
When all that West Coast hip hop was coming to New York. Yo, just jumping off real quick and going back, honorable mention NWA as one of the most iconic rap groups. Mm-hmm. But going back to, man, I hated Regulators, yo. I could not stand that song.
Nah, I like that song. That song was a classic for me. I like that.
I could
Flip Mode. I was
Flip Mode Squad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like Rampage.
Yeah, Rampage
for me.
Yeah, yo, you brought up Rampage, right? Man, have you ever noticed, like, when it comes to these rap groups, there's always somebody dope that's in the crew, but that person doesn't blow up?
Yeah, man.
So, man, when Nas's first album came out, Illmatic, mm-hmm. I thought AZ was gonna be like,
but AZ to me, man, even right now, dude, I can go back and listen to his albums right now.
Right, but he didn't blow up like Nas did, because AZ, and that's an overlooked, underrated rapper right there.
Right.
Sugar Hill was a crazy song, yo. Like his bars,
I can play that right now.
Yeah. So you look at like these rappers, like they're sidekicks, because Rampage had bars, mm-hmm. but they just didn't blow up. Like I never understood that.
Yeah. I got a question for you. Who was the nicest Wu-Tang member?
Inspector Deck.
What?
Yeah. Inspector Deck. For me.
Why? Because he was talking about the science?
No. I just thought, man, his bars were nice. I ain't like Jizza. I mean, Jizza was nice.
Okay.
I thought RZA was whack. I thought RZA
RZA was trash. He knew it too.
Method Man would have been it, but I wasn't feeling Method Man's albums. Tikal wasn't really like a dope album.
Yeah.
Now, the most iconic, the ones that I remember the most, is gonna be Ray and Ghost.
Ghost is the nicest to me.
Yeah,
Ghost, and then I say Ghost and Raekwon probably neck and neck to me.
Yeah,
I liked all their albums.
I tell you who was the wackest in there. You got
trash. Garbage.
Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Ghost does, as far as longevity, Ghost has the most bars, yo.
Yeah, Meth. I just never got into Meth. Like I couldn't take him seriously.
Yeah,
the only song I liked from him was the one with Mary J.
Yeah, and that was like a radio hit.
Right.
Yeah, because Redman outshines Meth on all of those Blackout albums.
One.
Yeah, Meth wasn't really
about it. Redman's playing. He's not even serious.
Right.
He's not even like really going hard like he can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Somebody said
I think they owed You God money to bring him along. Like I don't know how cut to be honest.
Or you got financed them or something. That's why I need to watch that Wu-Tang series on Hulu because I'm still trying to figure out how did he get in that group, yo?
You know who I liked but was trash from Wu-Tang? Well, he wasn't really officially Wu-Tang. He was more with Ghost, Capadonna. He was trash, and his songs made no sense.
Capadonna and Master Ace. I don't know where them two dudes came from. I think they wasn't on the original.
Yeah, but Capadonna was trash.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling Capadonna. But yo, the Wu will tell you, man, in freestyle battles that Cap would eat them, yo.
Yeah, but if you go back and you listen to him, he wasn't saying a whole lot at all.
Yeah, I wasn't
I
feeling
listened to his first album, and I went back and I was like, all right, I must have really been like in the Wu-Tang sauce to really like this. Because when I listen to what he's saying, they're not full sentences.
Yeah. Like what's the album? The Daytona 500 album. Capadonna was heavily featured on that. I was hoping it would just because you remember the purple tape came out only built for Cuban links. Oh yeah, my bad. Yes, thank you, Perry. Not Master Ace, Master Killer.
Killer. Yeah.
So there was the purple tape, and then that was just Ray and Ghost. Then I thought the Ghostface album was just gonna be Ghost and Ray, and then this other dude Capadonna's in it, and I'm like,
I think that was their way of introducing new faces, but it didn't work on Capadonna because he was trash.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling him. But I used to love Inspector Deck, yo.
Inspector Deck, I liked him, but I feel like he was always like speaking above our heads, man. Like, too long. Like, I'm not saying like I don't like deep rap, like where you really go in and you talk about stuff for real. But I feel like we'll go back 20 years from now and listen to Inspector Deck and be like, oh, okay, that's what he meant.
Yeah.
Like it was beyond someone rapping in double and triple entendres. He was talking about stuff that you just can't relate to. He's on the moon and we're still on the block.
Yo, you sound like you talking about that's how I feel about Lupe Fiasco. I'll be like, bruh.
Actually like Lupe Fiasco.
I love Lupe, but Lupe be losing me, yo. I'll be like, I don't know about the Dragon of Jangar and all this stuff.
Is he one of the flat world guys? You want to think the earth is flat?
He probably do, yo, because he's not gonna go along with mainstream thought. Like I love Lupe, but man, Lupe be losing me sometimes. I guess maybe I'm just not smart enough. But yo, man, somebody trying to switch up the topic before we have to jet, man, and they want to know what's your best pair of Jordans, number only.
You mean the number or like which one out of that number?
I'm taking the question to mean what's your favorite Jordans, but just only give the number. So what series did you like? The ones, the two?
Oh, easily the ones.
Right.
Yeah, I have more ones than anything.
Right. Yeah, same here for me for ones. The twos, they can just forget about the twos. Like, don't even make them no more. I do not like the twos.
What do you feel is the most overrated popular Jordan? Like number series or even one specifically?
So for the 11s, they need to stop making too many colors of those, I think.
Word.
I'm tired of stick to the classics. Stick to the Carolina, the black and red, and the Concords. The other colors are nah. But yeah. But for me, it's definitely ones. But so for me, from 1 to 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you can get rid of a series, it is number 2. Just blow it up. Don't even make it.
I don't even own that. I don't even know what that looked like, to be honest. I don't know. I think those are like I think Shaq got an endorsement deal with Jordan, and that's probably why they dropped them, but they're trash.
Yeah. Artist said he liked the 1 and 13s. The 13s were cool. For me, it'll be the 1s and the 4s. I like the 4s.
Really?
I used to like the 3s. Yeah, I used to like the 3s, but
the 3s, I think the 3s go hard. The 1s definitely number 1. The 3s, I'd say I like the 6s and the 7s.
Yeah, 6s are nice.
Mm-hmm.
The 8s can go. I'm not really feeling the 8s.
I own a lot of 5s, but I don't wear them as much because they feel bulky to me. They're kind of like the 8s to me. They're heavy.
Yeah, well, that's how the 3s are to me, man. They're like bulky.
Really?
Yeah. I just feel like me and the 3s don't get along for some reason. Even though I love them aesthetically, that elephant print is dope.
Right.
It's me and the 3s, and I got a few pairs, but the 4s, I feel like those just fall on me better.
So now that we're on sneakers, so what would you say is your holy grail of holy grail sneaker? Like the one that you've been after and you got, like, what's that one?
It was the recently, for me, are the Union Air Jordan 1s.
You got them nearby?
I can go get them if y'all give me a few minutes. I could go.
Go.
All right. Keep them entertained. I'm gonna put it on you.
What up? Who we got on here? We got Roland, we got Aaron, we got Doug. George, what's goody? Who else we got? We got my boy Cliff out of Detroit. Who else we got? Man, y'all were going in on me about this Pac comment. We got Mark. Congratulations, Mark. Who else we got? Got a few people now. On Jamie's side, we got Jeremiah, we got Perry, we got Rochelle, Artist.
All right, I'm back.
You got him?
I got him.
Ooh. I heard that rapper going. Ooh.
So these right here, man, I just love these so much, man. These are like my grails right here.
Mm-hmm.
I only probably wore them like twice, and I just try to keep them on ice as possible. But as an honorable mention, the ones that I wish I could wear all the time, I love these, yo. I don't know why I love these so much. I love the leather. I just like how they feel. Like I can wear
leather on those are better quality than what they've dropped recently.
Yeah, like these are just so soft and so nice, and I just like the colorway, the laces. So those are my grails. The Travis Scotts, those are honorable mention too. But I just like these Unions, like the yellow laces, the coloring, the stitching, the detail, and just all of that. It's just, I got it on in the picture, as you can see.
Yeah. Okay.
What's your grail, fam?
So crazy enough, my grails aren't even Jordans.
Whoa.
What? Yeah, they're not even Jordans.
Blasphemy.
If you see them, you'll probably think they're Jordans, but they're not Jordans. And I'll do an honorable mention as well. And the honorable mention isn't Jordan either.
Yo, let's do the sneaker Sabbath. I'm down with that.
So
Rochelle said, hold up my favorite again.
She said what?
They said, hold up my favorite again. They probably taking pictures.
Oh, word.
You're going to come get me.
Yo, don't drop your addy.
She's probably trying to see if they authentic.
She's legit checking you?
She legit checking me.
All right. So my grills are these. These are pair of gods. These are not Jordans.
See, that's a holy sneaker right there. Fear of God.
Holy sneaker. Yeah, I like these because they give me the ones feel, but you're not just gonna find these on the market.
Yeah.
These are pretty hard to find.
Yeah.
And I actually came across these like on a fluke because I was looking for some ones, the Chicagos, and I found these instead.
Those are hot, man. They look like Chicago's. They look like ones.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to get like a Fear of God collaboration. I know they just dropped the one with the Converse.
Oh, yeah. Those, they were all right.
Yeah. But the Nike ones too. I want to get that as well.
I mean, I know which ones you're talking about. You're talking about these. And these were my honorable mentions. These are the Fear of God Nike collabo.
Yo, I wish I had like sound effects so I could just play. Dun, dun.
Yo, the packaging is crazy. Yo, it has a tote bag.
Yo, you need to start doing some unboxings. Artist said, yo, those some Florida shoes.
Florida shoes. Yo, look at the packaging of this, bro. This is crazy.
Is that foil?
Foil. Like cereal.
Yo, that'd be nuts if you had to cook it, bake it.
So these,
yeah, those
are
are
the
tough.
real Fear of Gods.
And the bottom is still icy.
Oh yeah, unworn. It won't be for a while.
Yo, put those in the glass case, yo.
Yeah, I need a glass case, but this is my honorable mention.
Nice.
I love these. I hadn't tried. What's crazy, I hadn't even tried them on, so I don't even know how comfortable they are. But aesthetically, they're probably one of the nicer pair of sneakers that I own.
Yo, they're beautiful. Yo, you know what I'm thinking for the next Talk That Talk?
Mm-hmm.
We need to talk about have sneakers become the new dress shoes.
I think they should. I don't see why they couldn't. What's crazy is I'm in a corporate setting, but I wear a lot of sneakers. I don't wear anything exclusive because they probably won't know what the hell I'm wearing.
Yeah.
But I wear a lot of sneakers.
Yeah, but it's the new stock, yo. It's the new stock. Yo, fam, we've been chopping it up for an hour, man. Two dope dudes. I think we even hit at 50 views at one time, and that's just on my page.
Right.
I don't know about what you had on your page, so it seems like the folk are interested in us hearing us talk. We're gonna have some invited guests every now and then.
When I said Pac was trash,
I know, man. They still not feeling you, fan. They still saying you blasphemous right now.
Oh, good, man.
I feel like you know what? because of your love for Tupac, because of your disdain for Tupac, I think I might just take us out. If my internet would work a little bit right here. What's your favorite Tupac song, McDonald?
The one from Above the Rim. What's the song? What's it called? The one from the Above the Rim soundtrack. Anybody know it?
There you go. And this is exactly why McDonald said Tupac was whack, because nobody knows the song
that Jordan's reminding everyone.
And so I found a Tupac song that I think everybody will like, and I'm going to take you out with this.
Oh, that's actually the worst. Oh, it's the joint with SWV. Anything. Come on.
Oh man, I don't even know that song.
What? Oh, it's fire.
Tupac Anything?
Dude. Listen, man, hold up. Let me see if it'll let me play. Let me go to title.
Okay, he said the Above Rim song is Hide If You Hear Me. Is it called Hide If You Hear Me?
No, not that one. That's probably another song, but the one that I'm talking about is the one with Esther. Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's that one.
Only song I know is Changes. I see no changes. Wake up in the morning and I ask myself, is life worth living? Should I blast myself?
That's not memorable at all. I'm trying to say that, Jordan. I know that's your guy.
Yo, all right, man. We could continue this debate on the next two dope dudes. Jordan, you are welcome to hop in this conversation anytime you want. And then we're gonna hit it. But yo, to my people out there, hit us with some topics, which y'all want us to talk about, which y'all want us to to hit on. We talk about anything from social justice to fashion to sneakers to politics, all of that. Just two dope dudes and a featured guest or whatever. But thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for spending your Saturday night with us. Ain't like you got nothing else to do anyway.
Stay inside. Don't go nowhere, man.
That's right, man. Stay inside, wash your hands, and don't touch nobody, yo. Like, put your hands in your pockets.
That's gonna be the tagline. Don't touch nobody. Keep your hands to yourself.
Right. 2 dope dudes say, don't touch nobody.
Word.
All right, Joe. Deuces.
All right.